It's Monday, the 25th of June, 2018, and welcome to Navigating Your Day. In Jinshin Jyutsu, safety energy lock number 25 came into the universe meaning quietly regenerate. So when we open safety energy lock number 25, we refresh our minds. It increases our alertness and refreshes our mind. And safety energy lock number 25 is located on the sitting bone. So if you're sitting in a chair like I'm doing now, and you slide your hands underneath your butt, as your bum bone rests on your hands, that is the location of safety energy lock number 25. This is a really good safety energy lock to open with children before they have to start doing their homework, for example, because it increases alertness and refreshes the mind, remember. So it doesn't make us hyper, it just actually wakes us up enough, and because it refreshes the mind doesn't get distracted quite so easily. So a very useful safety energy lock to use for that if you want to increase your mental alertness. Apparently, the quietly regenerating also applies to your physical body. And so in Jinshin Jyutsu, they teach us that if you hold safety energy lock number 25 for 20 minutes, it's like going for a 20-minute run. I am a skeptic, so, no pain, no gain has always been my predominant beliefs. I find that very hard to believe. But for those of you who are more couch potato-like and who do want to actually have a bit of a workout, well, at least your hands will get a workout because they'll get numb. They'll get numb. That's all I want to say. Right. So 25 is a 7, and 7 is an introverted number. So people with 7s in their life maps are not necessarily introverts. However, it is a number of introspection and introversion. It's the number that has that asks the mystical questions like, what is it all about, and why am I here, and what is the point of life? And so 7 is the seeker of truth. 7 is also about independence and about traveling our own paths. It's about staying in our integrity to the extent that we are brave enough to go off on our own and follow our path and not necessarily follow the herd. So in order to connect to that part of ourselves, we do have to actually be quiet. And that requires very often alone or being with someone else that we can just be quiet with. So when we have a day that resonates with the energy of the 7, then quiet meditation, walks in nature, just lying on a piece of ground or the grass is really very useful in bringing that regeneration for us. 7s also have an inherent fear of the future. And because of that, they actually need some sort of spiritual anchor. And so you may find yourself, if you do have a spiritual practice, you might find yourself really being able to settle into it today really well, or like your meditation might be really peaceful or calm. Or if you don't have a spiritual practice, you might be feeling drawn to something like that. We've got the 6 from June. 6 helps us to be discriminating. So 7 is the road less traveled. It allows us to be independent. And 6 helps us to be discriminating as to what serves us and what doesn't. So 6 helps us to sift through what is true for us, what is valuable for us, and what is it that we want, how is it that we want to be, and an outflow of how we are is generally what we do in the world. And what is it that we want to take into our environment and into our reality. So this discrimination can be about food, it can be about hydration, it can be about what kind of exercise and how much, it can be about do you need rest, how much nurturing are you actually doing. So 6 helps us to discriminate very clearly between whether something that we're doing is nourishing or whether it's punishing. So, habits in of themselves are not bad. It depends on what the purpose is, or not good, actually. So you could be a rabid exerciser, but your exercise drive is about performance and being better and doing better, and so you're so stressed about that in actual fact you feel so guilty when you don't do it that you punish yourself. Or you punish yourself by exercising a lot when you don't want to because you ate the chocolate yesterday or whatever it is. That's punishing. Whereas when you do the exercise because it relaxes you or it frees you or it releases you or it makes you feel better, if you have to feel really bad about doing something, then maybe you want to ask yourself, is this punishing or is it nourishing? So sometimes I really don't feel like exercising. And then my question is this going to be nourishing or is this going to be punishing? If I'm just being sort of generally lazy and would rather go and lie on the couch and my body feels fine, I know that the exercise will be nourishing. So that makes it easier to do. Whereas if I need to do the exercise, even if I'm exhausted because, I've got a schedule and I've got to be on it 4 times a week and blah, 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 I need to have done this much, then it becomes punishing. So that 6th of June gives us the ability to discriminate between whether something is nourishing for us or whether it's punishing for us. So we can apply this to food, we can apply this to relationships, we can apply this to work, we can apply this to money. Anything in your life, ask yourself, is this nourishing or punishing? Because the 6 helps you to discriminate. Of course, we've got the 2 from 2018, and the sort of theme of 2018 in this 2 is about nurture. It's about self-nurture. It's about being able to nurture yourself adequately so that you can then nurture others. And it's also about maintaining the balance, so it's all good and well. Like 7, for example, as I said, is an introverted kind of number, and it sometimes wants to hermit. Now, there's nothing wrong with that in order to regenerate. However, the 2 can makes us aware of, I'm lonely now. I've been alone for too long. I need the company of others. I need that in order to nourish me. So that is the value of having the 2 in 2018. The hero today is a 6. And 6 in the hero position, once again, enhances that ability to maintain balance for ourselves, right? In other words, what is it that I need in order to be balanced? And in my mind, that balance between nourishment and punishment, that's sort of my kind of theme. It might resonate with you. In your life, it might be a balance between something else. And it's very often, it's not, it can be as obvious as between work and relaxation, for example, but it's more about within yourself. Do you have a balance of showing your good characteristics as well as your bad ones? Are you okay with being vulnerable enough to be real about who you are? Because, we've all got nasty bits and we've got amazing bits. So if you're only prepared to showcase your amazing bits, there's no balance in that, because you feel that those parts that you judge as being not good are not worth displaying to anyone, or if you do, then you're going to be rejected. So 6 in the lesson to 6 in the hero position helps us to discriminate between our beauty and our ugly, and actually helps us to see the beauty within those parts that we might judge as not being so beautiful. So 6 is about beauty, it's about harmony. It allows us to connect to that. It allows us to appreciate the beauty within us and the beauty around us. The villain today is a 4. So when we have 4 in the villain position, then we have a blind spot. Remember, we are usually blind to the truth about ourselves. So we become blind about the parts of ourselves that we don't like. We might become we might act as if we're overly confident or overly arrogant or covering up. Basically, when we've got 4 in the villain position, then we put on our masks. So we've got this discriminating 6, 2 of them in the life map today, and we've got the spiritually connected 7, which can really help us to connect to our authentic self. And the villain is going to keep us somewhat blind to that. Of course, we've got Jinshin Jitsu to help us along, so we can either hold safety energy lock number 25. As I said, you can you can just slide your hand underneath your buttocks, and then you are actually holding your safety energy locks number 25. Or you can hold the middle finger. I had to look at that. The middle finger. The middle finger harmonizes the liver and gallbladder organ function energy, remember. It is about trusting and believing. It's about trusting that what you feel is right for you right now. It also helps to harmonize anger, and it helps to harmonize disappointment, when we let ourselves down or we feel we're being let down by others. I hope you have an amazing Monday, and I'll speak to you again tomorrow.